Have you ever felt that the more you age, the less your legs seem to listen to you? You want to walk like you used to, but somehow your knees hesitate. Your feet feel heavier. Even a short stroll to the market feels like a challenge now. This is not your fault. After 60, 70 or 80, the body changes quietly. But here is the good news. Losing strength in your legs does not mean you have to stop moving. In fact, the right kind of movement can bring that lost comfort back. In today's video, I will guide you through 5 simple exercises that you can do right from your home without machines, without needing to go outside. These movements are easy on the joints, safe for your age, and powerful in keeping your body active. So please stay with me till the end. One of these exercises might become the reason you feel stronger this month. Before we begin, I would love to know where are you watching this video from and what time is it right now. Please share in the comments below. Even a small moment from your day means a lot to me. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a helpful video like this again. After the age of 60, many elders in India begin to notice that walking once effortless and free becomes a little more demanding with each passing year. What used to be a comfortable walk to the corner store or temple now feels longer, heavier, and sometimes even a little frightening. You take a few steps and the knees whisper their complaints. The ankles feel stiff and your legs seem to ask, "Are we really doing this today?" Now, let me assure you, this experience is more common than you may think, and it is not your fault. It is simply the body speaking in a new language, one that comes with age wisdom, and a request for gentler care. You see, after 60, our muscles begin to lose mass naturally, a condition known as muscle atrophy. This is not sudden. It is a quiet fading where the strong supportive muscles of your thighs and calves grow smaller and weaker if they are not used often. Just like a machine left in the garage for too long, the parts begin to slow down. Along with this, the cartilage in your knees, which acts like a cushion between the bones, also begins to wear thin. Without this soft padding, every step creates more friction. And the ligaments that hold your joints together become looser, offering less stability. This is one reason why some elders feel their knees giving way even during simple movements like getting out of a chair. But that is not all. Our circulatory system also becomes slower with age. The heart pumps a little more gently and blood moves through the legs less efficiently. When circulation slows, the legs may feel cold, numb, or unusually tired, especially after just a few minutes of walking. Even the Achilles tendon, the thick band that connects your calf muscle to your heel, becomes tighter over time. This stiffness pulls on your feet, making every step feel heavier, like lifting a brick instead of a slipper. It is a small change, but it builds up day after day. Think of your legs like an old bicycle. The frame is still strong, the wheels are still good. But the chain needs oiling, the brakes need adjusting, and the pedaling must be slow and steady, not a race, but a gentle ride. Now add one more layer, the emotional fear of falling. Many Indian elders, after a small slip in the bathroom or a missed step on the stairs, begin to hold back. The body remembers the fear, and so does the mind. You begin to walk less, stay home more, and eventually the body adjusts to the stillness by becoming stiffer, slower, and more tired. You may say, "I am afraid to walk because I might fall." But the truth is, the less we walk, the more likely we are to fall. It is not the movement that is dangerous, It is the lack of movement that makes our body forget how to balance. And I want you to know this: walking less is not a sign of weakness. It is simply a signal that your body needs a new approach. It is not asking for you to stop, it is asking for you to move differently, more gently, with awareness. That is why in today's video, I want to show you 5 exercises that do not require long walks or fancy equipment. They are safe, practical, and specially chosen for elders like you, people with wisdom, with stories, and with the deep desire to keep moving without pain or fear. Because growing older does not mean growing weaker. It means learning how to listen to the body and treat it with quiet respect. So if walking has become harder, do not worry. The answer is not to stop. The answer is to move smarter. And that is exactly what we will do together. There comes a time in life when even standing for long minutes feels like a task. For many elders in India, especially those above 65, activities like walking around the house or climbing stairs start to feel more tiring than before. The legs may feel heavy, the knees may feel stiff, and there may be a silent fear of losing balance. But staying seated all day is not the solution. In fact, it quietly adds to the stiffness and fatigue. That is why today I want to introduce you to a very gentle yet powerful movement, one that you can do right from your chair. It is called seated marching, and it has helped many senior citizens across India improve their blood circulation, ease joint stiffness, and bring more comfort into daily life. Now, you may ask, how can sitting and lifting the legs help the body? Let me explain it simply. As we grow older, the blood flow to our lower limbs begins to slow down. This makes our feet colder, ankles swollen, and muscles weaker. The veins in our legs, which once pushed blood back to the heart with energy, now move more sluggishly. Gentle movement helps to wake them up like warm water flowing through an old pipe. In seated marching, you are not just moving your legs, you are activating your hip flexors, thigh muscles, and knee joints in a safe, supported way. It is especially helpful for elders who find it difficult to stand for long or walk without support. There is no fear of falling, no pressure on the spine, and yet the benefits reach deep into the muscles and nerves of your legs. Let me now guide you through the steps. Please follow along slowly and patiently. First, sit comfortably on a sturdy chair with a backrest. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground and your back is upright. Your hands should rest gently on your thighs or at your sides. Now, inhale gently. As you exhale slowly, lift your left knee upwards, just about 4 to 6 inches, which is roughly 10 to 15 centimeters. Hold it there for a second. Then bring it back down with control. Now switch to the right leg and do the same. Keep your breathing steady and avoid rushing. This is not a race. It is a conversation between your brain and your body, reminding your legs that they still know how to move. Repeat this alternating motion 10 to 15 times per leg. If it feels tiring at first, you can start with 6 to 8 repetitions and gradually increase the count as you build strength. Once you finish a round, take a rest for 30 seconds. Then begin again. Doing 2 to 3 rounds in one session is ideal. You can even add a bit of joy to your practice. Play some soft instrumental music or a gentle bhajan in the background. Let it set the rhythm for your body. If you feel your legs getting warmer or lighter, that is a good sign. It means the blood is moving, the nerves are waking up, and the joints are stretching. Now, if you are wondering, What if I feel discomfort that is perfectly okay? The first few times may feel strange, especially if your legs have been idle for weeks. But consistency is the key. Even if you do just a few lifts each day, your body will respond positively. Seated. Marching may look simple, but inside your body, something very important is happening. You are increasing the oxygen flow to your legs. You are improving circulation. You are reminding your knees and hips to stay active and flexible. And most importantly, you are taking charge of your health, not by standing, not by walking far, but simply by lifting one leg at a time with calm and care. Try this today, my friend, and tomorrow, and every day you sit in that chair, because small movements done daily create strong legs, and strong legs lead to steady, independent living. There are days when your feet feel heavier than usual, as if they are carrying not just your body weight, but the years as well. You sit for a while, and when you stand up, your ankles feel stiff. You notice slight swelling around your feet by evening. Sometimes the skin near your toes seems tight and putting on your slippers becomes a slow task. If this sounds familiar, let me tell you, it is not just old age. It is your body quietly telling you that circulation in your lower legs is slowing down. But the good news is, with a few minutes of gentle ankle movement each day, you can greatly reduce that stiffness, improve blood flow, and bring relief to tired feet. This is where ankle pumps and circles come in a simple yet powerful routine that you can do while lying down, sitting on a chair, or even while sipping evening tea. You see, after 60, many seniors in India begin to experience poor venous return, which means blood from the legs takes longer to reach back to the heart. This is partly due to weaker leg muscles and partly because we sit for long hours without movement. When the calf muscles are not used regularly, they stop pressing against the veins. As a result, fluid starts collecting near the ankles and feet, causing swelling, fatigue, and a heavy feeling in the legs. This is why doctors often recommend small foot movements to encourage what they call the second heart of the body, the calf pump. Just like the heart pushes blood out, your calves push it back up. Let us now understand how to do this exercise safely and correctly. Start by sitting comfortably on a chair or lying down on your bed. Keep both legs extended straight in front of you. Make sure the heels are resting lightly and your knees are relaxed. Now gently pull your toes towards your face as if you are trying to point them upward. Hold that position for 2 seconds. You should feel a slight stretch along your calf. Then slowly point your toes away from you as if pressing a car pedal. Hold again for 2 seconds. Repeat this back and forth motion 15 to 20 times. It may feel light, but inside your legs, the muscles are getting active and the blood is moving. After you complete the pumping, it is time for ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly off the floor or bed. Start rotating your foot in a slow, controlled circular motion clockwise 10 times and then anti-clockwise 10 times. Then switch to the other foot and repeat. Do not worry if your circles are not perfect at first. Even small, careful movements will help. Over time, your ankles will feel less stiff and more responsive. The best part is you can do this exercise anytime. While watching television, while listening to bhajans, even while chatting with your grandchildren. There is no need for fancy equipment and no need to stand. If your legs feel too tired at the end of the day, this routine can be done before bedtime. If your mornings begin with tightness in the feet, it can be your first movement after waking up. And if you are recovering from surgery or are advised not to walk too much, this becomes even more important to prevent deep vein thrombosis, a common risk in long periods of rest. Ankle pumps and circles do not just help your legs, they support your heart, your kidneys, and your mind too. Because when your feet feel lighter, your spirit does too. You are more likely to get up, move around, and live with ease. So today, give your ankles some gentle attention. Let each movement be a quiet message to your body: I am still here, I am still moving, and I am still in charge. Small steps like these are not just exercises. They are little acts of self-respect. Unkast. As we grow older, many of us begin to notice small changes in the strength of our upper body. Tasks that once felt easy, like opening a jammed window, lifting a bucket of water, or pushing open a heavy door, now require a bit more effort than before. You may even feel your shoulders tiring sooner or a light ache in your upper back after standing for too long. These are not signs of failure. They are gentle reminders from your body that the muscles of your chest, shoulders, and arms are quietly asking for care and attention. One simple and effective way to rebuild that strength is through a gentle movement called the wall push-up. It is a modified version of the traditional push-up designed especially for older adults who may not feel confident getting down to the floor or placing too much pressure on the wrists. Let us understand how this helps your health in a deeper way. Your shoulder muscles, also known as the deltoids, begin to shrink with age if not used regularly. The same goes for the triceps at the back of your arms and the muscles that support your upper spine. When these muscles become weaker, they affect not just your ability to lift things, but also your posture, balance, and stability. You see, balance is not only about legs. It is about how your whole body works together: arms to catch you if you trip back, muscles to hold you upright, and shoulders to steady yourself while walking or bending. This is where the wall push-up becomes such a valuable friend. It helps rebuild strength, improve control, and reduce the risk of falls, all without needing any equipment, mat, or machine. Let me walk you through the steps. Take your time and feel free to pause whenever needed. Start by standing in front of a plain wall. Position your feet about 2 feet or 60 centimeters away from the wall. This distance gives your body a gentle lean enough to activate the muscles without straining them. Place both palms flat against the wall at shoulder level, about the width of your shoulders apart. Keep your fingers pointing upward and your elbows slightly bent. Now, slowly bend your elbows, allowing your chest and face to move closer to the wall. It should feel like you are leaning in to smell a rose, controlled, calm, and balanced. Stop just before your nose touches the wall. Then, using the strength of your arms and chest, push yourself back to the starting position. Breathe out as you push and keep your core engaged. Repeat this motion 10 to 15 times depending on your comfort level. Rest for 30 seconds, then do 2 more sets if you feel up to it. Even 1 set a day done with regularity can bring visible improvement within weeks. Now, if you feel that leaning in feels difficult at first, that is perfectly normal. You can begin by standing a little closer to the wall, reducing the angle, and slowly build your strength. Many seniors in India prefer doing this movement in the early morning when the body feels fresh and the mind is calm. It sets the tone for the day, reminding your arms and shoulders that they are still strong, still useful, still ready to serve. And remember, this is not about showing power. It is about preserving independence, being able to cook, sweep, or lift your own belongings without strain or injury. A retired school teacher from Nagpur once shared that after doing wall push-ups every morning for 2 months, she was able to carry her vegetable bag with ease again, something she had quietly stopped doing for over a year. These little victories may not make the headlines, but in your life, they are priceless. So next time you walk past a wall in your house, stop for a moment. Give it 10 minutes of your time. And let that wall become your quiet partner in strength and self-care. There is a quiet strength in the ability to stand up from a chair without help. It may seem like a small thing, but for many elders across India, this one movement holds great meaning. Whether it is rising after evening tea, getting up from prayer, or moving from bed to dining table, the act of standing is something we do dozens of times each day. But after the age of 60, that motion becomes slower, heavier, and sometimes even unsteady. You may find yourself pushing hard with your hands, or needing someone to lend you an arm. And that little feeling of dependency, even in your own home, can quietly affect your confidence. The good news is there is a simple way to train your body to stand up strongly again. It is called the chair sit-to-stand exercise, and it is one of the most powerful tools to regain independence without strain, without equipment, and without leaving your living room. Let us first understand why this movement matters so much for your body. When you stand up from a seated position, you are using a combination of major muscle groups, mainly your quadriceps in the thighs, your gluteal muscles in the hips, and your core muscles around the belly. These muscles not only help you rise, but also protect your knees and spine from sudden pressure. As we grow older, these muscles start to weaken naturally. It becomes harder to get up, especially from low chairs or beds without a headboard. And if not trained gently, the body slowly becomes used to staying seated, leading to stiffness, poor circulation, and even higher risk of falls. Now, let me guide you through this exercise step by step. Do not rush. Every movement has its own rhythm. Begin by sitting on a sturdy chair. Make sure the chair is not too low or too soft. Your feet should rest flat on the ground about shoulder width apart with your knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your hands gently across your chest or rest them lightly on your thighs for balance. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and eyes looking forward, not down. Now, breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly push through your heels and engage your thighs to rise up from the chair. Do not use momentum or swing your body. Let your legs do the work. Once you are fully standing, hold for a moment. Feel the strength in your legs and the pride of doing it on your own. Then, slowly lower yourself back down with control without falling back suddenly. Repeat this movement 8 to 10 times, resting as needed in between. If you feel unsteady at first, it is perfectly okay to hold the edge of a table or place a pillow on the chair to make it higher. This simple routine, when done regularly, even just 3 or 4 days a week, can bring remarkable improvements in leg strength, balance, and confidence. You might be wondering, is this really enough? Let me assure you, this one habit can help prevent future dependence on walkers or family members. It keeps the legs active, the hips flexible, and the nervous system alert. In fact, a grandmother in Surat once shared how after doing this exercise daily for 1 month, she was able to sit cross-legged on the floor again for puja, something she had avoided for nearly 2 years. You see, it is not just about strength. It is about regaining the freedom to move as you wish, the freedom to rise and sit without fear, the freedom to live with dignity. So next time you sit down for lunch or evening chai, pause before you reach for help. Take a breath. Stand up slowly just once. And remind your body, I still can. Because in every rise from a chair, there is a rise in self-belief. Balance is one of those things we often take for granted until the day we nearly lose it. For many elders in India, after the age of 65, there comes a quiet shift. You get out of bed and feel a moment of unsteadiness. You walk through the veranda and your foot drags slightly. Or you turn while standing and feel as if the ground beneath you shifted. These moments may be brief, but they carry a deep fear, the fear of falling. And it is not just physical. When your body begins to feel unsteady, your confidence follows. You begin to avoid long walks. You hold the wall while climbing stairs. You choose the chair closest to the wall just in case. But what if I told you that your body still holds the power to balance, that your hips, your core, and your mind only need a gentle reminder? Today's movement, side leg raises, is exactly that reminder. A simple, quiet action that strengthens the hip muscles, improves side-to-side stability, and brings back the quiet courage to move without fear. Let us first understand why this exercise is so powerful. The muscles along the outer hip, especially the gluteus medius, play a key role in maintaining balance. They keep the pelvis level while walking and help shift weight from one leg to the other. But with age, these muscles become weaker, especially in those who sit for long hours or walk less due to knee or back pain. When these side hip muscles are not strong, the body sways more while walking. The ankles try to overcompensate. And that is when tripping and falling become more likely, especially while turning, stepping sideways, or climbing uneven surfaces. Now, let me walk you through this simple and effective exercise. Take it slow. Respect your pace. Stand behind a sturdy chair, preferably with a high back. Hold the backrest lightly with one or both hands for balance. Keep your feet shoulder width apart, your back straight, and your gaze forward. Now, gently lift your right leg out to the side just about 5 or 6 inches, which is roughly 12 to 15 centimeters. Do not swing or lean. Use the muscles at your outer hip to control the lift. Hold the position for 1 or 2 seconds, then slowly bring the foot back down to the ground. Now switch to the left leg and repeat the same motion. Do this movement 10 to 12 times per leg and rest between sets. 2 gentle rounds per session are ideal. And remember, it is not about height, it is about control, steadiness, and feeling the muscles work. If you feel a little shaky while doing this, you can do it next to a wall with one hand resting lightly for support. Always ensure the room is well lit and there are no rugs or items around your feet that could slip. A gentleman from Kochi once shared how he used to feel embarrassed walking in public after nearly tripping near his temple. But after doing side leg raises daily for 2 months, he not only walked with more confidence, he also climbed the bus steps again without hesitation. You see, these small movements are not just exercises. They are quiet messages to your nervous system, telling it, I am strong, I am stable, I trust my body again. So the next time you're near your dining chair or bed frame, take a moment. Do 10 gentle side lifts. Let your hips remember their strength. Let your legs find their path again. Because balance is not a gift we lose, it is a skill we can renew with love, patience, and daily care. If you feel these exercises are helping you share this video with a friend, a neighbor, or an elder in your family. Sometimes a small movement can bring big comfort. Your one share might be the reason someone else begins their journey back to strength and balance. So, my dear friend, today we did not just speak about exercises. We spoke about hope, about moving with care, and about finding strength in small daily steps. These 5 simple movements may look easy, but together they hold the power to bring balance, confidence, and comfort back into your life. If something in this video touched you or reminded you of your own journey, I would love to hear from you. Please do share your thoughts, your feelings, or simply write the word hope in the comments below. Your words may inspire someone else who is just beginning. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and share this video with someone you care about, a sibling, a friend, or a neighbor who might also need a gentle push to begin again. Until we meet next time, may your steps stay steady, your heart stay light, and your home stay filled with quiet strength and peaceful smiles.